everyone, it's Kate from The Forward Line. I am back this week with the edit. This is our weekly roundup of new sewing pattern releases. We've got some really good stuff this week to talk to you about, so I'm going to get cracking. The first thing I've got to talk to you about, and probably the most exciting, is the release of the new Fibre Mood magazine, which has just arrived. It's released this week. Anyone who hasn't come across them before, it's a magazine with I think it's got about 12 patterns in it. All the patterns just to show you kind of how the layout of it works. So it's really lovely concept. So the beginning of the magazine has all the pictures of the patterns made up on models. So it's like a kind of really lovely magazine. Then in the middle bit is where all the pattern sheets are. So they're all kind of, oh gosh, let me show you. They're all here like this. They're all, you will need to trace them off. There is a link actually in the magazine that you can go onto the website and actually download your own PDF version if you don't want to kind of trace them off. But they're all kind of overlap, so you do need to do that. And then at the back, they've got all the instructions. So they are here. And the instructions in the magazine are quite limited. They tend to be sort of images, kind of image step by step. There is also, again, you can download the proper instructions on their website as well. So if you want something with all the wording as well. But I personally I think if you're a competent sewer, you could follow just the images. But if you want a bit more help, then that's the way to go. So what do you get in this seasons? Let me show you the line drawings here so you can get a proper idea. Sorry, it's all got kind of wibbled. There we go. Right, if I lean in here, you can see, so these are all the line drawings of this this seasons. I'm quite excited actually. This is a really nice feeling. It's quite trans-seasonal, this episode, this issue. So obviously on the front cover actually is this gorgeous, gorgeous quilted coat, which I think is probably kind of the hero piece of this magazine. I think it's really, really great. The other thing that is very cute in this is that there is a little, actually let me find it, see if I can find it. There's almost a matching version, a kid's pattern of it. Here we go, which is here. They've got some really lovely patterns this season. The one that I really am really swooning over is this dress actually. Let me just get it. So if I show you the line drawing there, I think this shape is really gorgeous, nice and floaty, and they've made it in this really lovely gingham. The nice thing about Fibre Mood is that you get to see the dress in sort of multiple angles and get a real feel about what it would look like kind of on you. It's a really nice, if you're feeling like you need, this time of year is always quite hard because you're thinking, oh, it's going into winter, it's actually still quite warm, I'm not quite sure what to wear. This is quite a nice option to kind of, even if you don't make loads of things out of it, just to kind of kickstart your ideas for winter. This is another one that I really like, this skirt and dress option. I thought was really sweet. I like the seam details on this. I thought this was really nice as well. But yeah, you get a really clear idea and then everything's at the back. So it's available now. If you are feeling like you need a little treat, a little pick-me-up, this is definitely going to do that for you. Up next on the new release fronts, we've got a lovely pattern from Protea Wardrobe. It's called the Tier Dress. It's available as a PDF and it is available in sizes 6 to 32. So if you haven't come across her before, she specialises in zero waste patterns. So this is where you cut the fabric so that there is very little or if not no waste at all, which is really nice. I think this dress is really interesting. I love this kind of cut lines of it. If I show you the line drawing, you can get an idea of what's going on here. So there are two variations. There is a kind of strappy version, and then there's this version with this really big statement sleeve, which is gorgeous. I think the thing that's really interesting to me actually, now we're thinking sort of sewing into autumn winter, I really like this version that how they've styled it. So making the strappy dress version, which would be great for a month or so now probably, Actually no, probably through, I reckon you could wear this through winter and then through the whole of summer. So I really like that they've styled it with this top underneath. I think it looks really interesting. I think you could also wear it with a polo neck underneath. I think it would look really nice. So I quite like things that you could make now that you could wear throughout winter, through spring, and even through to next summer. So that is a really gorgeous one. So if I show you the version now with the big sleeve, you can see it's quite a big statement sleeve, quite a lot of gathering going on. It's really interesting. I like this sort of square detail at the neckline, and I like that the shoulder straps are quite close to the neck. I think that's really interesting. It's just a gorgeous pattern. So if you're looking for something and you're thinking, I want to do something kind of trans-seasonal, then this is a really good option. Next up, we've got the Nielsen Protea, I hope I've said that right, capsule wardrobe. This is just arrived in the UK. It's been kind of on the way for quite a long time now. So it's just arrived, and it's really interesting because she hasn't done anything like this before. It's a sort of 5-piece pattern, or 5 kind of garment pattern in one, and the idea that it's like a capsule wardrobe that you can kind of mix and match things together. So let's have a look at what's going on. If I show you the line drawing, I think that's the easiest, then we can get started. So there are 2 dress options. The first one is a more simple sort of t-shirt dress with a gathered waist, and then there's a slightly more elaborate version. As you can see, it's got a kind of flutter sleeve and then 2 tiers of gathering. So this pattern, if you like a gather, this is for you, because you're going to get really good at it. Or exactly, if you haven't done it before, you're going to get good doing this. So there's a t-shirt version that's got a square neck, and then there's another t-shirt, kind of, I say t-shirt, I mean not t-shirt but top, with a flared sleeve, and then there's a skirt option as well. So the idea is that you could make the top, wear it with a skirt, and then you've got a 2-piece that you can wear again separately. I think it's a clever idea. I think it's really interesting. I haven't told you the sizing on this, have I? So it's a size UK 6 to 20 for this one. And in terms of fabric, I would suggest anything kind of medium weight cotton, I would say, or a woven fabric. So really the world is your oyster for this. I mean, you definitely could make it in a drape as well. It's something like a viscose if you wanted to, but they sort of, I think it kind of calls for that structure of cotton, actually, this shape. The dress is really gorgeous, actually. That tie detail around the front, sorry, I'm just clicking and looking again, is really interesting. I like that sort of gather with the panel that's actually made into a detail around the waist. It's a really interesting pattern, so do go and have a look. So while we are talking about Nielsen, I've got exciting news. It's not a new pattern, but it's a new size range. So the Nielsen Havia jacket and coat, which has been super popular, has just expanded its size range, which I'm delighted about. So they're a paper only pattern. It's available now in sizes 0 to 20, and they've expanded it from size 14 to 34, which is really fantastic. And I hope it means that this is the first of many Nielsen patterns that she brings out with an expanded size range of paper. So we were really excited to have that. If you haven't come across it before, I'll pop some pictures up so you can get an idea. It's a really gorgeous quilted jacket and perfect for this season, and I love it, and it's been super popular, so it's really great that we've now got a better size range on it. And while we're talking about size range, I've got another pattern that has also expanded its size range, so I thought I'd let you know. The French Poetry Pallades dress, and it's version 1, because she's got 2 versions of this. So version 1 has now got an extended size range. So it goes from a size 6, UK size 2 to 16, and 16 to 34. So it's just such a lovely dress, and it's been super popular, and yeah, it's just a really flattering shape. So it's great now. This is now available in a larger size range, so everyone can get it, which is fab. That is it for me this week. I hope that was good, and we will be back soon with another video. Have a lovely weekend. Bye!